What if I had a catchphrase for entering and exiting conversations?
Like, do you have one in mind?
I mean, I just started thinking about it this 1 second, but yeah, here's a couple examples.
Okay.
I enter a room or a conversation and I say, welcome, haters.
No.
Well, okay, well, here's the thing that I probably should have mentioned. I've already been doing it. Yeah, so watch your mouth on this next part, okay? So keep that in mind. I've already been doing it. Do you want to change your answer?
I just think it's a bit hostile is all.
I've been entering Jordan's Discord with, like, hey, haters. Or sometimes I'll say, hello, my online haters.
Yeah.
Right.
What if it's a real life conversation?
I don't have those anymore.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I pretty much only talk to my roommate.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's my biggest hater, so he doesn't need to be told.
Goes without saying.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm the landlord to him. Which is another funny thing I've been doing. I've been calling myself a landlord to him because he pays.
Don't
he
do
sends
that.
He sends me his portion of the rent via Venmo, and I have okay. So I enter a festive and lively online chat room, and I say, "Welcome, haters." But if I exited that very chat room and I said, "Smell you later," then it rhymes. Welcome, haters. Smell you later.
Right, but unless you enter and then immediately leave. Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't really care what you had to say about that, and I boom. And then we welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. This is my show. It's not Billy's show. It's fucking mine. Because I do the editing. Oh, Jesus. I'm just bumping my microphone.
I will unionize and go on strike.
Well, I don't pay you. Well,
I will go on strike with other
I don't give you money. You have to
co-hosts.
understand that this podcast runs at a loss to me, okay? It absolutely runs. We're in the negative. We're in the red. Every time we pay Libsyn for hosting these long episodes. We're like over an hour per episode now, which means I had to up the our plan to make it
storage.
fit. Yeah. So we're absolutely running at a loss, and we don't want to take sponsors on the show. We want to do anything like that.
You're literally paying to talk at this point.
Yes. I have to pay someone else for people to listen to me.
You're paying for the pleasure of not shutting up.
Exactly.
Yes.
I have to talk, which, it's a mystery as to why we don't get sponsors because I'm just so good at transitions on our show. Speaking about our show, this is All the Space in Between. Welcome to All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy. Welcome to yet another episode of the cast where we pod. I don't know what else to say about it.
I'm listening. Yes, it is a
We
podcast.
sure are here.
It is a couples cast.
That's
We're
it.
a couple rascals. And we've been dating for more than a couple years now.
That's true.
Which is why we call it a couples cast.
This is not why.
It is why. Of course it's
we
why.
call it a couples cast because we've been going a couple of years.
Yeah.
The podcast
The podcast is a couple of years old.
Couple of years old.
And so therefore it is in fact a couples cast. Welcome to All the Space in Between. Beautiful intro song by Slow Smog. .bandcamp.com. Did we ever address the fact that I was like, he doesn't have a fucking website? Yeah, absolutely he doesn't have a fucking website. No, this guy doesn't have a fucking website.
Then Slow Smog came into the Discord and was like, slowsmog.com.
It's funny because we made the joke that said slowsmog.com and then we're like, just kidding, he doesn't have a fucking website. And that's his website.
I'm gonna check.
It is. Is this your first time going to it?
Yeah,
it's
it
beautiful.
Would have been. I was just checking if it was like .com or like .org or something.
It's .com.
In my opinion, .org the superior domain.
Of course, look at us
extension.
Flatstone.org, Blossom.org.
Yeah, but .com's fine. But it's so funny of us to so boldly assert like he doesn't have a website.
No, he doesn't.
And we could have just blindly typed it in because it's the most obvious website.
I was that sure. I was running with that much confidence in my blood.
It's a beautiful website.
It is a gorgeous website, and it streams all of his music and stuff.
Yeah.
So this is like a proper shout out, slowsmog.com.
.com, yeah.
If you've already checked out his music, then you can go listen to it again over there, or just view a beautiful website. And if you haven't checked out his music, that's a very convenient way to check out all of his other stuff, because I know you like our podcast intro. If you hated it, you'd stop listening to the show.
If you like it, imagine, if you will, if it went on for 3 or so more minutes.
Imagine it had this crescendo.
Yeah.
That
This kind of overarching, yeah.
Imagine the sort of behind the scenes version of our podcast intro, where you can hear the melody in the background. Sometimes I'll listen to Slow Smog's. I was going to say Slow Smog's rendition, but Slow Smog's Slow Smog's song. The full version.
The full version, yeah.
And it's gorgeous because I'm so used to hearing the podcast. Yes. And there's a certain point where like you can start telling, oh, okay, wait, this is starting to sound familiar to me. And then as soon as it hits that moment where we use it, it's like that's been baked into my brain so much.
Yeah.
That's been absolutely, it's just there. So to hear that go on for longer or grow into that is very cool. So this is a genuine plug now. Slowsmog.com.
Hearing the part of this, hearing our pod. Okay,
sorry.
hang on.
Let's just run it back. Hey, I'm Mitch. Yeah, sorry. I'm not gonna try and edit whatever that was.
Listen, I'm trying to collect my thoughts. Hearing our podcast intro while listening to a Slow Smog album feels like when you see a teacher outside of school and they're smoking, and you're like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" What is this?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be outside.
I thought you lived in school.
You lived over there.
I thought this song lived in the podcast, but here it is with a life of its own.
Yeah, and there are like other songs like it that you can check out at slowsmog.com.
Yeah.
So there's that. Speaking of plugs, you want to get one more out of the way before we hop into the question? You want me to introduce this one?
Yes.
Billy is a wonderful artist. I know you all know that. You go, okay, Billy's so talented and so beautiful, and many of you are already on her Patreon. But for those of you who are not on her Patreon, just thought, dang, I would really love to see some of these zines and hold one in my hand. You've got some, what do they call, back issue, right? Just some old stock of some zines, quite a bit of them, but some of them are very, very, very limited. But they're available on your shop right now. As we say this, if you go to blossom.org, that's blssm.org/shop. Go now. They're already selling out. If you like, these things aren't just zines. It's a full body experience. You gotta hold one in your hand. You really do package stuff. Like I feel very connected to you in the way that we really care about the quality of the stuff that we give to people for money.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's true. I do put like what some people may consider a sad amount of stuff. I'm on cam to Mitch right now, and if I just move my head out of the way, you can see my whole room is just covered in like cardboard boxes, different zines and postcards all over the floor. The ones that I'm packaged today lined up on my bed. I tie them up with string like a little gift parcel. I'm handwriting little thank you postcards and putting them in all the orders.
God.
And yeah, I don't know. I just, if anyone spends money on me, I always want them to get the thing and be like, wow, I'm glad I bought this.
Yes.
You know, I never want anyone to get anything and be like, well, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, no, that's like my biggest fear is that a person like gets something flat sound related and they think like, oh, okay, this is it? You know, oh, this for that much money? Oh, well, okay. I want them to feel like they got more than I want to compare it to other people who are doing stuff for that same price and they're like, oh, this one's better. This one's better, you know? And I think your zines rock.
Thank you.
They're really, really cool. Hand-stitched, colored thread, nice paper quality, analog photography, printed in the, what's the printing process again? No, like not the printing process.
It's not any fancy
but
process.
the what am I thinking that's actually special about it? The paper itself is like sometimes it's like recycled, or maybe all the time it's recycled.
I think all of them apart from two. I swapped to recycle at a certain point, so my oldest ones are not, but all the latest issues are recycled. But all of them are on like uncoated matte paper. I love the feeling of matte paper.
They're printed. They're printed textural. So well because you know how to print stuff. You have been an angel to me when it comes to like making vinyl and stuff, because I was always just like, yeah, it's CMYK, so it'll print right? You're like, no, it has to be this color profile. If it's printing like this, then it has to do this. Yeah. You saved the last Wishing release because that color of the car, for some reason, like didn't exist in nature or to the human eye before that photo was taken. Because it was not translating.
It kept wanting to come out like fluorescent pink instead of like the deep red that it was meant to be.
Oh, what if I didn't have you when we were making that? I'd have just sent a PDF of whatever color profile was in Photoshop, and just said, yeah, just print this and just get 500 copies of them with a pink car on it. Fuck, like that would so someone who cares that much, you know, their zine is going to print beautifully because you work with these printers and you do a really good job. So again, blssm.org/shop.
Yes.
Check it out.
Can we put a link in the description?
I think I can use my mod powers to.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Let me just crack the. I guess I recently cracked my knuckles because they're not. No, there we go. I got a couple.
We're just doing it subconsciously. Yeah.
Yeah, that meant to sound like a. I think I could do my mod stuff. No. Yes, I'll put a link down there. Whether you're watching or listening to this on YouTube or on our website or listening to it on Apple Music or Spotify, there's a link down there. Just go there. Check out the zines. Again, they're already selling out right now. So go.
They are. You can also get an all the space in between pin there if you want that. Also, you can. I will put that in your package with the zines. But yeah, that was a good plug. Thank you so much. Very flattering.
Oh, thank you. I am pretty good at that, huh?
Yeah. So, wow, someone should pay you to advertise things.
Yeah, if you have a mattress you're trying to sell, or I don't know, a box of food,
a box of vegetables. I don't know. Yeah,
like a box of food, please. No, at this point, I still am like, I'm. Even if we got like a pretty good deal, I don't think I'd take. I don't think I'd take an ad read at this point.
No. I told you that one of my friends was like, I have the hookup to the social media team of a hip new pickle company.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, it might be perfect for your podcast. I was like, it sounds literally like the most perfect thing I can imagine. But realistically, this pickle company is based in the UK and all of our listeners are in America. Right. So I would feel like I was stealing their money. Yeah. And it wouldn't be good for them.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious for us.
It would be funny. Yeah. And that would be a really good placement to be like, you got a pickle. That's great. Do you want a pickle?
Yeah.
We've got a delicious pickle for you. God, I'm trying them right now and they're so good. Blah, 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 blah. Pickle. That would be super funny. And maybe we'll take it one day, honestly. But
hey, Bubbies, if you want to read
if Bubbies wants to fucking come out, I love a Bubbies pickle, bro. Like I'll eat one on the show now. Like
I think if a pickle company wanted to be associated with anything, it would be a podcast that talks about urine.
Piss and shit and one of these days people are going to be like, I put a Bubbies pickle in my ass and now I'm failed college. How do I be an artist? That's going to be the whole shit. And Bubby's going to be like, pull out. We are not associated with these motherfuckers. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I think we have to have a better podcast in order to, like, get a Bubby's deal, you know?
A more wholesome one.
So much so we should probably stop saying the name now. This is an advice podcast, how you say, for that ass. And we weekly crunch into your kosher little dill pickles, your kosher conundrums. That's what I said last time. Right? We answer your questions on the show, and we try our darndest to give some advice to you as a couple of artists, as a couple who is in love. Do you have relationship questions? Do you have questions about your just personal life, or do you just have questions about how to be a person online? We will try and help you. We will try our best, and we have 3 questions that we need to get into right now if we're going to get to all of them.
We do. You are reading the first one.
Here's our first conundrum. I exited the page.
Actually, our first email is an update from last week's episode, actually.
Right. Okay, so last week we had even just the name of the episode. If you would like to hear that, go back one episode. It's called Help. My cousin has the hots for my little sister. And it was a doozy.
It's all summed up in that. Someone's cousin had the hots for their little sister.
And we must point out, too, that there was a big part of the episode we talked about where this person had a Prince Albert cock tattoo. I'm sorry, a Prince Albert cock piercing, and as well as a cock flame tattoo.
Yes.
Very unique dick on this cousin. Yeah. Old cousin unique dick is what we call him. And we got an update from this person. You know we love updates. So we got an update from this person. So it's just called... Update, help, my cousin has the hots for my little sister. And it goes, hello again. I wanted to answer some of the questions you had during the last episode and give you an update. My sister told him very clearly that she wasn't interested, and so far he hasn't done anything else weird, but he still messages her to say hi, and as long as it stays that way, I guess it's fine. My aunt knows about the Prince Albert. I'm gonna stop it right there because that was the other. But we're like, how does the aunt know? Well, how does his own mother know that he has a Prince Albert piercing? Okay. Anyway, so. My aunt knows about the Prince Albert because he got it when he was younger, maybe 18-ish, and lived with her still. She found out about it because he left the jewelry on the bathroom counter, and she would frequently clown on him for it at family events after a few drinks. Also, what was super weird was when you guys pretended to be his ex and called her Stephanie. That's actually my name, lol. I was like, whoa, wait a second. When you said, I'm still trying to get over Stephanie, etc., I don't care if you share this part on the show. But if he is weird again, she promised to tell me, and I'm going to reach out to him if that happens. Hopefully it doesn't. Also, I am re-listening to this episode while in the drive-through line at the bank, and the teller for sure just heard Mitch say, putrid little weenie, through the loudspeaker, and now I can't come to this bank again. Hope you enjoyed this update. Stephanie. We're allowed to say their name now, which is cool.
They sent us this 6 days ago, which by my calculations is just enough time to find a new bank, and they're going to be listening to this episode while in the drive-through to their new bank and hear you once again saying the words putrid little weenie.
Yeah. They're going to be like, fuck. There's only there's only so much Bank of Americas in this town. Got to switch to Chase.
Anyway, okay, listen. I'm someone who's got a lot of piercings, right?
Yeah, you are.
I don't ever, like, take them out when I shower.
Yeah, but you have that, I mean, I don't know what they call the female equivalent to a Prince Albert, but...
Queen Victoria. No, it's not called that. It's called a Christina, I think.
Is that the one that... I don't want to get into the show, but just pull it out. Show me.
I don't have one, by the way.
Or you
if
don't.
My mom's listening, I don't have one. That makes it sound like I'm lying. I don't.
If my mom's listening, I don't have one. I'll go on record to say that I've never seen...
If any hot women are listening, I do.
Yeah, if anyone wants to DM me about it, I fucking do have it, and I'll get one in a heartbeat if you want to see it. What were you saying? What were we saying?
I don't take my piercings out in the shower.
Oh, right, and
Why was his Prince Albert piercing just left on the bathroom counter?
I feel like that's a piercing I would just like on, like it's
Isn't it just in there for good? Why are you taking it out and leaving it?
He really wants to put it back in every day is what he wants. That seems really uncomfortable, right?
It seems horrible.
Yeah, it seems like it just seems so sensitive. I'm like crossing my legs just thinking about it.
Ooh.
Having to put it back in, I'd be like, dude, keep it in there forever and then I'll just wash it really well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what I do. I mean, actually, I haven't watched for about a week and a half now at this point. You're completely... So...
I can see all your piercings are like, well, they're festering is what they're doing.
They have that weird foot smell about them.
Yeah.
Which is terrible because two are like in the vicinity of my nose.
Yeah,
so
there's one right there and then one over there. They're both very... One of them is... If you stop moving really quick, stop like laughing and turn your head. It's pulsating.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's about to...
Oh,
it's going to blow.
Christ.
Yeah.
It's going to blow.
Oh my god. Take cover. I would never take a Prince Albert out unless it was getting infected or it was rejecting or something. I would just wash it really well. I'd kind of just move it around and wash it.
Ooh.
Yeah. If I could just... Sorry, let me just show you what I do.
Oh my god.
I'd take this part and I'd twist it.
Jesus. Okay. Thank you for the update, Stephanie. Really funny that we picked that name.
It's so strange to me that we were like pretending to be the guy's ex-wife, just like, please,
just
Stephanie,
picked a woman's name.
Please,
yeah.
and she was just listening, being like, wait, what the fuck? That's my government name.
That's me. Yeah.
That's super funny.
Okay.
Thanks for the update. I'm hoping personally that he leaves your sister alone.
Of course.
Because for the people who haven't heard the last episode, it's worth mentioning that this dude is like 30 he was 39. He was 39.
Older. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's too much.
It's too much. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Shall I read our second email of the episode?
You shall.
I may.
You may.
May I?
I don't know. May you?
I can.
That's me as a substitute teacher not understanding the lesson to be taught there. May I go to the bathroom? I don't know. May you? May you? Oh, yeah, may I?
May I? Yeah,
I
that's
need
what
to
I'm
piss.
asking.
Can I go? Can I please go? Did you ever have a teacher that, I don't know, can you? Every
Yeah.
time you ask.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
Yeah.
stupid boy. Get out of here. Let me go to the bathroom, okay? I don't actually want to go. I just don't want to be here. I want to go on a walk.
No. Because I went to an all-girls school, if you had a male teacher, they'd always be like so scared of anyone saying anything to do with periods.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
like,
They would just be like, you can go for the rest of the day.
Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have to ask. You would just leave. And
Oh,
they'd
really?
be like, okay. Yeah, they would never be like, where are you going? Because they'd be so scared that you're like, I should change a tampon or something. And then they'd have to die on the spot. Like,
He just assumes you're having your third period that month or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm out of here. You just wanted to go smoke a cigarette. Yeah, no, that's true. Like you could, it was high school, right? So like you could.
Yeah.
I remember like once there was a somebody's like tampon was on the floor. Keep in mind, it wasn't used. It was in its wrapper. Like it was a brand new fucking tampon that somebody just had in their purse or their pocket or something.
Did everyone scream like it was a rat?
Everyone screamed like it was a rat, of course. Everyone's like, kill it,
funny.
kill it. Oh my God, I can't believe this. And everyone was just freaking out. And I was just like, what is happening right now? Jesus Christ. What the fuck is this? And
That's super funny.
Everyone was like, ew, no, I don't want to, ew, oh, ew, I don't want, even all the girls and stuff. I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, it's corny if I have to be the one that goes, I'll touch it, you know?
Yeah.
But I did because it went on for minutes and it was just there and people were like stepping around it and stuff.
This pandemonium needs to end.
So when it calmed down, I like made an excuse to go like sharpen a pencil or to go do something or throw something away. And while I was doing that, I just kind of walked by it and I picked it up and I put it in the trash. Mm-hmm. And the teacher pulled me aside at the end of that class and told me like, thank you. That was so cool of you. And I'm like, why didn't you do it?
Why didn't you do it?
You fucking weirdo. Like, what the fuck is oh my God.
Thank God you did that, Mitch.
Thanks,
like, why
dude.
are you relying on a teenager
I was
to do this?
texting my
You're the
wife to
adult
see
in
if
the
she
room.
could come. But I called her and said, no need, honey. Mitch fucking went boss mode and fucking threw it away with his bare hands.
A true ally.
I should have picked it up with my mouth and just dropped it in the fucking trash. I should have
gone freako mode.
I should have opened it and just started throwing it at people. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Am I reading this question?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. This one's long, so I apologize if I get out of breath halfway through. This one is called Smoked Pickle, and it goes, hello, dearest gamers, beloved podcasters, in-jackers, Mish and Billy. I've wanted to write to you many times, but as I haven't pissed myself in many years, it was hard for me to find a pickle worth crunching. I know it doesn't involve any of your preferred bodily fluids, but personally, I think it's a bit funny anyhow. You see, I have had a rocky relationship with my father over the years, but we're in a good place now, and as many other fathers, he cannot show love through words. Instead, he has found another way to show his parental affections. He keeps smoking food for me. He built himself a smoke oven in the beginning of the first quarantine, and I was living at home at the time. He has always enjoyed cooking and likes to make food for me when I'm home, his face lighting up with pride when he makes something I like. But here's the thing. I do not care for smoked food. At all. I played along in the beginning because I could see how happy he got, and honestly, I was just happy he got a hobby, as he is a type of man with no friends outside my mother's social circle. He started smoking extra food for me when I visited so I could take it home. A bit of smoked salmon here, some smoked bacon there. Fine for now, I can make a little salmon mousse, that's nice. But it kept going. He brings a small bag of various smoked meats every time they visit. My freezer is full. Every shelf and cabinet filled with homemade goods. The smell fills the entire kitchen days after I clear it out. I don't eat it, I feel bad if I throw it out. I give my cats a little sometimes as a treat, but not too much, as I'm not sure how my dad made it and if there's something in it that the cats shouldn't eat. But it has to end, right? I've made my bed, I did encourage him, but telling him I don't actually like it will either break his heart or make him very offended. My sister and mother don't eat it either, so I'm afraid he'll stop all smoking activities if I tell him. I know theoretically I should just talk to him, but that sort of behaviour doesn't make any podcasts. I hope you can both give some insights or advice, or just laugh a little at the thought of my tiny student apartment filled to the brim with smoked fish. Not sure if it's wet and stinky enough for your refined taste, but I thought maybe you'd enjoy the little email anyway. Much love to you both. I will keep bullying Nietzsche online. Hope my English is understandable and not too hard to read. I've not proofread anything, and I'm actually forgetting every word I write as I write them. Hope you are both well, but I have to assume you will be sock-brained, tired, and have bad posture reading this. I'm sitting up.
I just sat up just now.
This person's name. It's Nat. You can say that. The whole Discord has my address anyway. Then we have a long PS here. Shall I read it?
We do have a long PS here. It might be a little bit long for the show, and it's just kind of hyping us both up.
Yeah.
Can I single out a part of it here?
Yes, do that.
I really like the part where they said, I've started writing some form of poetry after joining the Discord as a way of coping and understanding myself better, and it's not all very good, and I think that it's helping. I've tried to... Wait, is this the part that I wanted to read?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And I think that it's helping. I've tried learning the guitar and the piano too, just a bit, but I wanted to play some of the music that you've made. I'm not very good at that either yet, but that's okay too. I'm having fun. In general, you and the Discord have inspired me to try out more forms of self-expression and creative art forms, and be okay with the fact that I'm not good at all. That I'm not good at all of them. Which is incredible. That part about wanting, like, the Discord encouraging anybody to be creative is the best possible outcome of anything that I can imagine.
Sorry, I got choked up.
Yeah, I could tell that there's tears in your eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. I love it. I love that, and I think there's a lot of goodness to be found in just making art and being like, yeah, I'm not great at it, but here it is, and I'm sharing it with people, and we're encouraging each other.
First of all, we're all not great at art. It's the sheer volume that you do it at that you land on something that's actually quite okay. You know, I don't share every melody that I make because a lot of them are dog shit.
That's true.
But you do something enough. It's a talent. Mm-hmm. And like with all talents, you have to. I'm sorry. It's a skill, I should say. It's a skill, and with all skills, you need to practice it in order to get better at it. And that first initial, hey, I'm not great, but I just love sharing it, and I'm being more creative in general. If the Discord does that for you, oh my God, I think I'm about to give myself a round of applause for doing that for your life. Well, we are extremely, extremely proud of that. So. That little tidbit, thank you particularly for, but also thank you for just the entire PS. It's all extremely sweet, and we take it to heart.
It was all very, very sweet, yes. Okay, so the actual pickle.
Smoked pickle, here we go.
Smoked meats and fish filling your entire apartment. Picture it, smell it, embody it. What do you do?
Okay, first I have to ask you, do you like smoked food?
I like those smoke-flavored almonds that you fed me one time.
Oh, yeah. I bought you those, like... Well, no, I just had, because they replaced them on, like, Instacart with, like, my normal almonds. They were like, hey, they have this smokehouse almonds. Like, ew. And then we started eating them, and then you started eating them, and you're like, these are the best things I've ever had.
I was like, I'm obsessed with them. I ate 2 of them, and I was like, these are disgusting. Gross, and then I ate the entire thing, and I was like, I'm obsessed with these smoked almonds.
I think that's how smoked, like, meat and stuff works. I haven't had smoked meat in a long time, but
I don't think I might not ever have
You
had
never
it,
just
honestly.
had, like... Just like smoked salmon?
Oh, I guess I've had smoked salmon, but years and years ago. It's been so long since I've eaten meat at all, but like, I never really even liked smoked salmon.
I would avoid never liked smoked salmon, but every time I had it, I would be like, yeah, this is good. Yeah, I could see why this is good. This is very, but then what you're eating is just smoked fish. It's a fishy smoked experience, and I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm having smoked cat food right now. But then every time I had it, I would be like, I can't eat more than like 3 bites of this, but I could see why it's okay. But sometimes the stuff I eat today has like liquid smoke in it. That's not like smoking something entirely, but like when we eat the tempeh bacon, which you love.
Yeah, I do fucking love the tempeh bacon with the fake smoke flavor.
Pretty sure it has some liquid smoke in it.
Yeah.
So we do like smoky type stuff. Oh, chipotle peppers, smoked.
Yes,
and delicious.
very good. Yeah. I guess it's just the idea of smoked meat.
Smoked
I don't
meat.
like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I tripping, or is smoked salmon like that's cooked, or is smoked cooked?
I don't know.
Are smoked things cooked?
No, because
Because I
smoked
only
bacon
ever-
you still have to cook it after, right?
Yes,
I don't know.
and
But salmon maybe you can eat raw.
Whenever
I
I've
don't
had
know.
the smoked salmon, I always thought like, is this just cooked in the same way that like ceviche is technically like, because of all the acid in it, it's
Yeah.
raw, but it's not raw. I've always just
Yeah.
considered like there's somebody out there who actually smokes meat. It's like, what the fuck are you two talking about? You guys are both very
We
wrong.
don't know.
We don't
That's
know.
the thing. We don't know
We
what
don't
the
know.
fuck we're talking about.
But it's my assumption has always been that smoked
Mm-hmm.
salmon. I'm always like, yeah, but I'm always eating it cold too. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I've always ever had smoked salmon cold.
Mm-hmm.
So I always just assumed like, yeah, this is like technically cooked, but it was like at such a low temperature. It's almost in the same way that like jerky isn't raw, but it's jerky.
It's just old.
It's just old. Yeah, it's been sitting out for so long it's dried out.
Yeah.
Is smoked salmon raw? I'm gonna Google
I have
that.
no idea. I don't know.
I'm gonna Google it.
I
Is-
like how the Nat who wrote in was just like, yeah, I'll take the smoked salmon. I'll make some salmon mousse out of it. That's nice. Like, salmon mousse? You're so obviously from some northern European country. I
Yeah.
can't believe it that you think salmon mousse is good.
Smoked salmon mousse. You couldn't pay me enough money to consume that. I fucking would never do that. Okay,
Blended up bold fish.
we're back on yeoldreddit.com because I searched,
Okay.
is smoked salmon cooked? Is it
Okay.
raw? Explain
What's
like I'm
the-
5. Is smoked salmon cooked or raw? And does putting fish in acid, oh, this is what I was just talking about with the ceviche, like tuna in lime, does that cook the fish, or is it still raw despite the change in appearance? I am always confused by this. People smoked salmon doesn't look cooked. This person cannot. What is this? People smoked salmon doesn't look cooked. The fuck am I reading? Yet some people say it is. So
It's an actual 5-year-old,
people,
right?
yeah, exactly. Explain because I'm 5.
Because I am
Yeah.
5, yeah.
People, I'm assuming they meant people say smoked salmon doesn't look cooked. What? No, it still doesn't make sense. Yet some people say it is.
Yeah.
And tuna changes color after being in lime, so it looks cooked, but it's confusing. Top answer is both are correct. I hate Reddit. Cooked and raw for salmon, depending on how it's smoked. Hot smoking does cook it, but it comes down to carbon monoxide. Ugh. When meat is cooked in the presence of high carbon monoxide, it will tend to leave a very strong pink in the flesh. This is because carbon monoxide reacts to the who cares. However, you can cold smoke meat. Some fish are cold smoked. Sometimes salmon is, in which case it's raw like sushi. So yes, here's what I think hot smoking does cook it, but it's using carbon monoxide and not heat.
Fuck, nice.
Hot smoking consists of having the fish near the heat source when it's smoked, often trapped in the same box. So most people that are smoking things are hot smoking things. But is that getting
Yeah,
hot
because
enough to
he's
cook
doing
it?
it in like a smoke oven.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nat, we really hope that helped.
Now, ask your dad for us.
We would, yeah.
Please ask your father.
Don't ask him. Well, I don't actually care. So you don't really like smoked food that much, unless we're talking about like liquid smoke or smoking chipotle peppers or something like. But smoked meats, not so much. I'm starting to think that Nat feels the same way, despite being as European as they are. There's a limit there to how much smoked salmon.
There's
you
only
can
so
eat.
much. Yeah, it's like I don't want to. I imagine the average person who enjoys meats and enjoys fish and smoked things. It's like, yeah, maybe once a week, even once a week seems a little bit much, but like I certainly can't eat just smoked food every day.
No, I feel
I
like
can't do it.
you're gonna get. I'm not sure that you'll get gout, but if you got gout, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd be like, you're gonna get gout from this. Especially, I mean, you live where you live, and you live in an apartment, and we all know that apartments in Europe, they're a grand total of 150 square feet.
Yes.
So this thing is brimming with smoked meat at this point. All of your appliances are tiny too. I just imagine the smallest freezer
Yeah, it's
and
true.
no washing machine.
No, there's a washing machine. It's just in the kitchen.
Oh, I'm sorry. No dryer.
Yeah.
No dryer.
No-
But you
no
do have
dryer.
one small washing machine as a treat in the kitchen.
Yeah, a little one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a foul lifestyle to me.
Well, you wouldn't get it.
I wouldn't get it. I don't want to get it. I don't want
That's
your
fine.
weird smoked meat either. So,
It's not mine.
let's try and give some actual advice here. Their father,
Okay.
like I understand where they're coming from. Look, their father doesn't have much of a connection with them, but they're showing this affection and being like, look, I'm getting into something, and
Yeah.
I'm really glad
I'm
that
sharing
you're
it with you.
and you're into it too, and I'm really glad that you're into it. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Try this. Say, oh, I've been eating so much of it. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, Dad, I think I hit a wall. I think I've eaten so much of your delicious smoked food that I don't know how much of it I can handle. And I feel really bad just throwing it away, but I was eating it every day for so long.
Because I was eating so much
Because I enjoyed
of
it so much and you're so good at it.
Because I couldn't stop eating it, and then I went too far because I couldn't control myself.
Dad, sell this. You need to sell this to the general public. I can help you doing that as long as I'm not the one eating it. I'll encourage you. I'll do anything. I couldn't sell it. Of course I couldn't sell. We'll do something with it because it's being wasted on me. It's fantastic. It's delicious. And above all, I love you.
That's the important part.
But that being said, I want your weird, gross fucking smoked meat, Dad. So look at how much you're
Get
giving
it
me.
out of my house.
I'm a young, what? Yeah, Dad, I want to smell like smoked salmon all day. I want to bring someone to my apartment who smells like cat food, smoked cat food. They're like, did you throw a cat into a fire recently? Did you
And then
kill a
into
cat
a
in here?
blender to make
Yeah.
mousse.
Ugh. So please don't do that to me anymore, Dad. But I think continuing to encourage your dad, this is going to sound so stupid, is important. Continue to encourage your dad if he found something. I think your sister and your mother got off easy because they already, from the jump, they were like, nah, fuck this. I don't like this shit. This shit's gross.
Yeah.
It's good that you didn't do that because now he's like super excited about it with you.
Yeah.
So continue to be excited with him. And in fact, maybe even just like want to do it with him one time. Just smoke the meat with him and be like, for some reason, I just can't have it anymore, but I'm still really into it. I'd love to make it with you sometime. Maybe we can give it to somebody else. And now you'll be the dad in the new predicament where you're giving smoked meat to somebody and they don't want it.
Yeah, and they're like, what am I going to do with all this?
As long as you pass the buck to somebody and you're not the one, like,
That
like,
can
who
just
cares?
carry on forever. Yeah.
Like it's like a haunted like an item of some kind, like a
that you have to pass on.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. like the Ring videotape or something.
Something like that, yeah. But you have to then give that to somebody else and now it's their problem.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
keep this good relationship with your dad going.
Yes.
That's what I say.
Your advice was a better version of the advice that I was thinking of, because I was going to say keep taking the smoked meats and fish, start selling them to students on campus.
Boom. Now you're in the positive. You're making money.
Yeah. Start up a kind of like almost like a drug dealer type, texting thing where you'll just like text everyone in your phone being like, got that good smoke. 40 pounds a gram.
Boom. And they're just,
etc.
you know that they're already in Ziploc bags. Right?
Perfect.
So if you could just align them in your coat like that.
Yeah.
Align them, boom, right there in your coat. You could flash them to people, be like,
yeah,
if you
just
want
hang out on kind of shady corners, open up your coat, a wide variety of smoked meats and fishes.
Look
are
at that.
inside.
Look, you know that every week we run out of smoked bacon. But today I have some with me right now. I jump on it right now. By the end of the night, this is going to be gone. Or over here, we got some smoked salmon.
On the other lapel.
That's always on. That's always on stock. I'm your plug forever with that shit.
I always pack that thing.
I've always got that thing on me, and it's smoked fish.
That thing is a
The thing is a whole
supply of
salmon
smoked
that I have in my coat.
How big is a salmon?
Salmon's pretty big.
You can fit in a coat?
Yes.
Okay.
Not
good.
comfortably, but I could fit like a basketball in my coat. Who cares? Can you fit a whole salmon into your coat without anybody noticing? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Depends on the coat.
Like inconspicuously.
It depends on the coat and depends how lively the salmon is. Is it sloshing about,
Well, it's been smoked, so I have to assume no.
It's dead.
Yeah.
All right.
That makes things easier.
Then, depending on how smoked the salmon is, yeah.
Okay.
'Cause it could be really stinky. Other than that, are we moving on? That's my genuine advice.
I think you gave good genuine
advice. Keep that
advice.
relationship with your dad going. Keep that absolutely going.
Yeah. You should just be like, listen, I loved it so much that I ate too much and now I can't eat it anymore, but I'd love to make it with you and I would love to encourage you in this endeavor. I think it's good and wholesome.
Bring it up to him like bad news. Just be like, I don't know what happened. I was eating so much of it and I was liking it so much. Now every time I smell it, it's just this, it's almost like when you drink too much. Maybe don't say that to your dad, but it's almost like when you...
Not that I've ever drunk too much.
Yeah, that's what I hear it's about. That's what I hear that it's like. It's like, I guess it's when you... Yeah, it's what I hear like when you have too much vodka. We have tequila. Yeah. I ate the worm one time, Dad. I ate the worm one time and now I can't smell this shit. So stupid. I would say like, this sucks. I've had too much of it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be like, oh, okay, I guess I'll stop because I don't have a reason to fucking do this anymore. You have more reason than ever, Dad.
No.
I'll do it with you.
Perfect. Wonderful.
Keep that relationship.
Good. Okay.
Last one?
Would you like to read our last one?
I wouldn't like to.
But you have to.
But I have to, yeah, because how's the episode going to end? We're just going to sit here looking at each other? Huh?
Well, I don't know. We're at like 40 minutes. We could just fucking stop here. Fuck it. Bye.
Yeah, you want to?
Nah.
All right. Thanks, everyone, so much for listening. Now I'm just killing time as I bring it up. Wait, I like this one. This last one is called... Did we go a whole episode? No piss and shit questions?
We did.
No bathroom antics?
No.
What? Let's get a round of applause for not visiting the toilet one time through this entire fucking episode. And let's keep it going just a little bit longer because it shows growth.
Wow.
Maturity.
Maturity, everyone, at episode 100 and whatever.
We don't know anymore, do we? We never know. If I had to guess...
We never know.
I think this is 109. I think that's right.
I think that is
109,
right.
Episode 109.
Yes, correct.
All right. This one is called, How Do I Make Online Friends? And it says, Hello, you two gorgeous podcasters. I hope you are well.
Wow.
I, like many in the pandemic, have been feeling pretty isolated lately. I've been wanting to reach out and make some new friends, but since there's a virus and I would have to do that online, but since there's a virus, I would have to do that online, which I have never done before. You two seem to have some experience in this, and I was wondering if you had any advice. I am pretty clueless on the subject. How can I find like-minded people to talk to? How do I initiate conversation without coming off as forceful or creepy? And how can I make myself someone people would want to interact with and not just another internet profile, this person's name? P.S. I am fully prepared for this question to set off Mitch on a social media rant, and that's okay if it does.
Okay. Interesting question that we like, that we enjoy.
I do like this question.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Tell me what your initial thoughts are on this.
Twitter.com.
He's going straight into
Sorry. Twitter. What did you say? Twitter. Did you mention Twitter before?
I didn't say nothing about it actually.
You didn't say nothing about what?
Don't make me say it.
It's interesting you should mention Twitter.
Oh my god.
Because this website and how their algorithm works, people, it's like gambling. It really is. And in fact, if you've just watched the documentary, which I haven't seen yet, The Social Experiment, is that what it's called? I still haven't seen that. I would really like to watch The Social Experiment in the Discord, just like streamer for some people. I think we would all enjoy that if we just watched it together. No, I'm not really in the mood for Twitter rant. People have heard me say it's bad, Twitter's bad, social media's bad. I've been off it for a little bit now, not even that long, like a few weeks.
Yeah.
Almost a month.
Well, yeah, just about a month.
Just about a month now. I'm a new person. I'm happy. Look at me.
I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm glowing, I've been jogging.
Do I look? I have been doing cardio, but okay, look at my face.
Yeah.
Do you think that I look happy?
Gorgeous.
Wow. I'm a little bit glowing, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Is that because of social media? No, of course not. It's because of the cardio. But thank you for asking. I would like to talk about that later. Not in the mood for a social media rant, but we are both very well versed in forming connections online.
Yeah, it's mostly how we have formed all of our connections, actually.
Yes, especially all of our meaningful connections.
Yeah.
You and I, we've stated this many times on the show,
Yeah.
met because of Tumblr.
Yes.
Because of Tumblr. And now we have a podcast together. And more importantly, we've had sex in person. Can I get a fucking round of applause? No, I'm kidding.
Can I? Oh my
Can
God.
we get the third round of applause now? I've entered her.
Stop.
But we were in a relationship now.
Yeah.
Because of online connections. Mm-hmm. That's dope.
It's true, yeah.
very
and
dope.
pretty much all of our my best friends whom I know online, who I know online, my best friends who I know in real life, and I like go to their house and stay with them. We go on holiday together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I met them online originally, and I have more best friends that I've never met. I've known Poe, for instance, for like 8 fucking years, never met them, but we met online, and our entire friendship's been online.
Right.
You know? So I'm just very I'm not friends with like anyone that I went to high school with at all.
Yeah, it's really like
or
almost...
university, really. I'm like mutuals with people I went to university with, not like friends that I talk to though. All of my friends, well, pretty much all formed online. Yeah. Right.
And I mean that's what I, as many people know, I'm an agoraphobe, you know, and was aggressively so for a long time. So all of my interactions had to be formed online. You know, they absolutely had to. I had no other choice. And I credit that. One of the silver linings of the condition for me was that all of my deep personal connections that I had with people had to have a really strong foundation in communication.
Yes.
I had to be good at talking to people and keeping that friendship and especially a relationship going for long enough that I would want to invite them into my very personal space, into my life. You know, like my life was a very, very closed and small space. So to actually have somebody physically in it, you had to pass like 1,000 different tests in order to do so. And I feel like a lot of people are experiencing that now with quarantine, you know?
Yeah. Definitely.
So now, how do you make friends online? And honestly, you know, some of that is, or at least could be, or I would say used to be social media. It used to be social media before everything changed, because a lot of the things that we talk about now are it's this idea that social media is no longer social, right? Yeah. There's nothing very social. It's, you know, like it's very public, and it's very, what am I doing to impress other people, but on a large scale. Instead of that one-on-one connection. And that one-on-one connection is how you form a friendship with somebody, how you get an online friend. So let's see if I could transition smoothly into this. So one of the greatest things you can do is to focus less on like social media and enter communities that are not based in social media, that you have a similar interest in art, music, or let's say a specific artist. That you all would like to support on patreon.com/flatsound. Because if you join something like a Discord, even if you don't join mine, there are a lot of Discords out there that you can join. A lot of you could just search Discords, and there are just people online typing, and a lot of them are very friendly. And I get it. It's hard to enter something where people are already there. They're already friends. They're already used to
it kind of, it feels a bit like starting school a week late or something.
And it's hard to break that barrier first, but when you do, you get some genuine connections there.
Yeah.
You're watching stuff online with people. You're having interests, the same books, the same TV shows, the same music genres. You're just goofing off and sending memes to one another because you're having a closed off connection. Either it's through a DM and it's one-on-one, or it could just be one-on-one in front of people, or it can be everybody talking at once, or you can talk on mic and on video and doing all that stuff. I got on cam yesterday in the Discord, and I just had a webcam pointed down at my desk, and I was playing with like synths and stuff for people as we were talking. And it was, I mean, you were asleep, which was tragic to me because you're beautiful and funny. But it was me and Amanda and Lexi were there, and Brooke was there, and Christian was there, which rocked. And it was just me and Christian talking, and
very cool.
there were a handful of other people there. Poe, who you were just talking about, was there, and we were chatting. It's a connection. You're forming a connection with people, and sometimes it just takes jumping in and being like, "Hey guys, I'm blah blah blah. I have these interests, and hope to see everyone around." You know?
Yeah.
And you introduce yourself slowly like that.
Yes, it's been so much easier for me to. I'm okay at making friends on like Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram, I don't know, a little bit easier for some reason.
I don't know why, but yeah, it is.
I think because on Instagram, like, it's normal to like respond to people's stories, you know, and then you just start chatting a little bit.
Yeah, on Instagram it's just more. It's just like.
Whereas on Twitter, you're just publicly replying to people's tweets, and
you're
it's
kind
harder to just have a conversation.
Always
like
doing that kind of for other people, or knowing that other people are watching and stuff like that. Instagram is very like post a picture, keep it pushing. Nobody's having full conversation in the comments. It's very normalized that you just like go to DM and you have a one-on-one with somebody.
Yeah, so Instagram's like a little bit better for that, but Discord is much easier.
It's 1,000 times easier.
Much easier. Yeah, they're and I mean like joining ones of like artists that you like musicians that you like, but also just artists that you like, or if you have any passions or hobbies at all, there are definitely Discords for it. There are Discords for basically fucking everything, you know, that you can think of. And I'm in some where, like, you know, I've admired that, but like, you know, I've followed them on Twitter for a long time and occasionally responded to their tweets and stuff, but you know, it just doesn't turn into a conversation at all because Twitter's not really designed for conversations. It's designed for a stolen joke to get 53,000 likes.
Exactly,
you know?
Yeah.
But then I join a Discord that we're both in, and it's much more normal to just have a fucking conversation about something, you know, with other people there. So it's like less pressure. It's fine if you like leave the conversation for a while, come back, blah, blah, blah. It's just, I've made many more friends on there.
Yes.
I think
it's much easier. Much easier, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess our practical advice is just to find some communities like that of just anything that you like. The Flat Sound one, obviously we're in and we're plugging it, but most bands that you like or like independent artists will have them. Twitch streamers will have them. YouTubers, you know, visual artists, comic book artists, stuff like that. Like anything that you're into, there's probably a way that you can like join other people who are into that thing, and usually people are very nice and they want to talk. They're on Discord because they want to talk. They're not. A lot of people are on Twitter or Instagram because they want to plug something, they want to promote something.
Right.
Discord is for talking.
It's for actually having a conversation.
Generally very welcoming.
Yeah, and if you're sort of new to Discord too, it's like I wouldn't get too in your head about the whole thing, is when you join a Discord, you'll notice that a lot of Discords are just like 400 deep with people, but only like maybe 50 of them are online, and then only 10 of them are talking. And then it could just be like 60 of them online and nobody's talking really, because everybody's just kind of on their computer or on their phone doing other things. Don't feel afraid to just like reply to somebody, have a conversation with somebody, hey, say what up, or post something, or do anything like that in my Discord or anybody else's, because it's never frowned upon. It's only ever you that's thinking like, oh fuck, I killed the conversation. Oh shit, but Discord is so laid back that I'll go in there, I'll post, and they'll just disappear completely.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are doing the same thing. They're just kind of passively like in there telling a joke, doing whatever, and then going on with your day. It becomes a part of your life instead of something that you sit there and mindlessly scroll. Mindlessly just looking at, there's an ad, and there's a thing, and there's an ad, and then there's, I've already seen this? No, I haven't. This is a repost. Have I seen this? This is a stolen joke. It's not like that at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my biggest suggestion really is like Discord. Online friendships, really, they form really naturally on Discord.
My only other piece of advice would be that, like, I feel like people who aren't used to talking to people online or like making friends online kind of fall into this little pitfall a little bit, and it's hard to even describe what it is, but if you're DMing someone anywhere, I would just avoid starting a conversation with, and I know this sounds counterintuitive because it's how most people start all conversations, don't just send a message that says hi. Don't do that.
If it's just hi.
Yeah.
Can't do
I
that.
just can't. I
Can't do
can't
that.
explain how many messages me, as someone who gets perceived as a woman, has received that just say hi.
Hi.
And I'm like, what do I do with it? This differentiates you not at all from
No.
every other person who just sent me a message that says
Why
hi.
would I reply to this?
I know you as an artist get just a ton of them as well. There's no incentive for anyone to reply to that. Don't just say hi, and don't even just say like, hi, how's your day? But like, reply to something specific or ask something specific.
I liked your thing. That's so cute, or blah blah. Or I relate to this in this way. You know, I also blah blah. That's so cool. Mm-hmm. Start it like that. Don't.
Yeah,
hi, how
start
are
it with
you?
the ball already moving. Don't like leave it up to the other person to start it moving.
It'll die so quickly.
Yeah,
or
because that's
just never start
that's just how
rolling.
people's attention spans are online generally, you know? Yeah. Like, say something specific, compliment something, or ask them about something, in, you know, just in more of an engaged way.
Right.
I think that's, like, my main tip, because I get it. I've just seen it so many times. I'm just like, this is just not good.
A lot. Yeah. I'll I'll see people reaching out to me, or like we'll like look through like my Instagram DMs in general sometimes, because I'm barely, dude, I don't respond to fucking anything anymore. I just don't like social media, you know, and I've hardly even had time to like be in the Discord, and I feel really bad for it. But like, God, so many of them start in the same, just they're giving you nothing. You start out with nothing. Why would you? Aren't you trying to form a connection with this person? You should give them more than that. And
go right in with the thing that would connect you. You know.
Another little bit of advice here. You know, the more time you spend online, the more comfortable you get online in what, you know. And there are a lot of people who just really are not that comfortable online. You know. Don't think you have to be so formal. And I know this is kind of I go back and forth on this a lot, because there's a time and place for everything, you know, like, because I go the complete opposite direction. And like, if I'm getting an email, right? If I'm getting an email or something, and it's from somebody who's just, there's absolutely no email etiquette in it, and they're like asking me if I want to collaborate on something, and it literally just says like, hey, I'm an artist. Do you want to collaborate with me? No link, no name, no greeting, no, hey, I like flat sound. Hey, I'd really love to do something like this. It's just that. Obviously, that's not going to help you either. But in the realm of, like social media, or being on Discord and being in chat rooms and stuff like that, you don't have to be so proper. And I feel like a lot of people kind of they kind of faceplant a lot, because they want to be almost too proper. And then you're not connecting with someone like a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to don't be afraid to just like be very casual online. Be very casual. Don't put a lot of importance or thought into it. Interact with people. Be nice, obviously. Be aggressively nice.
Yeah,
but not
I
so
think
proper.
The line here is like, be casual, but don't be boring.
Yes.
Don't just say hi. Like, be casual, but be, you know, don't be a bore.
Be engaging and be respectful and be all these things. Be you know, be yourself, but also you know, don't annoy people, and don't, you know. But these are all such vague things, or we're just like, don't suck.
It's hard to say like don't annoy people, because I'm someone who's always like, oh my god,
I'm annoying people.
I annoy someone,
this person.
you know, like, because I just have social anxiety. So I'm just like, I for sure annoyed that person. I'll think about it for 3 days, and they didn't think about it at all. So that's like not, that's hard to say.
It's rough.
Yeah, but yeah, I think try and join some communities where people are interested in the same things as you, and don't be afraid to just jump in with stuff. Jump in with like specific stuff, you know, compliment people, ask them things. People are out there also, you know, wanting to have conversations. Like you said, a lot of other people are also feeling isolated right now. They also want friends.
Yeah.
They also want to make friends and have fun conversations. People like having fun conversations. So, you know, it's more welcoming out there than you may imagine, I think.
And even though it's absolutely terrifying, once you hit the point in being online where you're okay with having video calls with somebody, you're okay with having like voice calls with somebody, or you're having like multiple people in a voice call, you're joining a group chat. I'm sorry, you're joining a voice chat with, like many people in it. Even then, it's terrifying. You don't want to be the one that talks. But once you break that initial barrier and get through it, and it just becomes a casual, funny thing that you're doing, again, you're forming some really good friendships there.
That's true.
There's something so much more human. Like, that sounds dumb because it's very obvious, it's very just like, there's just something more intimate about hearing someone's voice than reading the cold text they send you. It's like, of course, especially because, a lot of people that I know, no matter how much they work at it, they're not a texter.
Yeah.
They're just not someone who texts. They're just not.
For sure.
They're not meant to have a keyboard in front of them because they didn't just grow up with it in the same way that we did,
Of course.
That's totally fine too. Lean more toward voice. Be the person that's always in the voice channel and talking to people, and build your connection like that.
Yeah.
Because I have some friends, not even like because they're bad at texting or anything like that, but just because I talk to them so often with my voice, I'm just like, I'll just catch you then. Yeah. There's a lot of small things you can do like that, but I think it's worth pursuing and worth kind of chipping away at, because when you start to form these connections, these people become they're like your backbone in all of this. They're you're there with them. They feel like family to you, and they're just people online. Close friends, relationships like this, long-standing relationships that spawn into podcasts and spawn into lives together and doing all that stuff.
Do you remember how afraid I was to talk to you on the phone for the first time in like it must have been like 2013.
2013 probably, yeah.
Yeah. Like, you had to convince me to do it.
I was like, it's great.
No.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no, why the fuck would you want to talk to me on the phone? Are you insane?
That's how I formed connections with people. I was early on it out of fucking necessity, because I was like, this is how I know if the person is, this is how I connect with somebody. I want to talk to people in a call.
Right. And I was just like, absolutely not. And you were like, why? And I was like, you're a madman. I won't be showing you my voice.
Yeah.
No. And after a while, you convinced me, and I was still like really shy and really nervous, but I did it. And you mostly just laughed at my accent, but like,
God, 2013, so we were babies.
And and then we just started talking on the phone all the time. Eventually, I started being on doing a live radio show with you, and now we have a fucking weekly podcast that we do.
Now we're in this like long, serious relationship and have a podcast together.
Yeah.
And you've gotten very good in front of a microphone.
Oh, thank you.
You're good at talking. You're good. You're just so. But I mean, now you see the importance in just like having calls with people, having calls with friends.
It was not natural to me at all.
No, it's not natural to anybody. I'm the person they talk to on the phone, and they're just like, you want to talk in a what? How with me? No, just text me and we'll see each other in person. And I didn't have that for the longest time. I was like, well, we're not going to see each other in person, but this is the closest thing I have. Do you want to hang out?
Yeah. Let's hang out on the phone.
Yeah. And let's just kind of see where it goes.
And now a lot of other people are finding themselves in that situation.
They have to hang out on the phone.
Of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video calls, doing all this stuff.
It's good.
It's fantastic.
Once you get used to it. Yes.
And then on top of that, like, man, the joy of like meeting people from online in person, it's so good, because you've already formed that deep connection with them, and they're so funny, and you guys already have all these things in common, and then you hang out in person, and it translates every time. It's this beautiful, beautiful thing where you're actually seeing them, be like, there they are, physical in front of me. I'm seeing all of their even just like self-perceived flaws that I think are beautiful. And there they are. It's a real person. There's their hair. I see the individual strands of their hair. Fuck this pixel on a screen shit. There they are. It's a gorgeous thing, but it starts with a very, very deep connection with somebody online that you can make. It's just difficult.
Yeah.
But I think
first
Discord.
It's difficult, but then it's great. Yeah. That was really, really cute of you to say all of that.
We're over our hour mark again. We did it. We're an hour-long podcast now.
How did this happen?
We just keep going. 3 questions if we talk as much as we... Maybe we'll reel it in again just for time's sake, because I gotta fucking in one day, I have to like turn this thing around. Like I have to get this thing up tonight. This is my whole day.
You have to put in so many applause clips.
I got to do applauses. I got to do the fucking. I got to do the video for YouTube. Who cares? Nobody watches it. And there's like
you got to add in the booing every time that I talk.
There's no visual. Yeah, I have to do that weird effect to make my voice deeper because
when I turn it off, it sounds just like this.
Yeah, I have to do all that stuff. It's a whole. It's 2 weeks worth of work crammed in a few hours. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone so much for listening to All the Space Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy. Thank you so much for listening to this over an hour long episode. I really hope that you found it funny, you found it entertaining, you found it maybe a little inspiring. But who am I to say?
Perhaps you were inspired by us.
Maybe.
Just a suggestion.
just a thought. If you would like to send us an email, please do. We are running kind of low.
We're running a little bit low on emails.
So please, if you've
hold
been...
on. It's inaccurate saying we're running low. We have hundreds that we could pick for the show that we don't.
That's true.
But like we said before, we really like answering current emails on the show. We really like to just say what came in the last week. We like to be spoiled for choice, really, which is we're asking a lot from people because we only pick 3, and then we're basically just like, all right, the other ones just didn't make the cut, and then we'll rarely go back. Of course, we go back sometimes. We went back a little bit this one. But we are more inclined to answer fresh questions.
Yeah.
So please send them in.
Yeah, please do.
Sorry, I completely derailed you. I don't know. I saw myself doing it.
You messed up the handoff. You should have just handed that off to me.
To you, and I know. I know that now. I can try that if you want.
In retrospect.
I can try that. You want that?
Just tell them what the fucking email address is.
gmail.what? It's all the space in between at gmail.com. If you would like to send us an email and have your question read on the show, please send us some emails. If you have any sort of kosher conundrum, any pickly predicaments. Have we said that before?
We must have.
Pickly predicaments? Some pickled predicaments?
Yeah.
Some pickle predicaments or kosher conundrums that we would love to answer on the show. Please send us an email. I'm going to hand it off to you just so you can say it, so you have something to do on the show. Our email is
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com. And if you want a handy little place to find every single episode and our links to all of that stuff, we've got it all on our website, baby. You can go visit that at
allthespaceinbetween.com. Tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell everybody if you enjoyed this episode and think that they would also enjoy this episode. Please, we are relying on you for this show to grow because we don't talk about it. Of course, we don't talk about it.
Though I did make a good meme. Posted it on our Twitter account.
I did okay
last week.
too. It did kind of okay for like our completely dead Twitter account.
For a niche Twitter, for a niche podcast Twitter account that has under 1,000 followers, it did very well actually.
Yeah, I would say that ruled. Maybe make more memes. Maybe that's what the fans want. Is a meme they can connect to a podcast they know no one else listens to because they don't tell their fucking friends about the show. Help the podcast grow. We're still steady growing, and it's just like it's so cool to me to just watch those. I mean, like it's been a couple years, and we are doing it consistently every single week. I can't imagine not doing it at this point. Sundays are podcasting days to talk to my love.
Wow.
Mwah. New episodes every Monday.
We don't talk through the rest of the week, of course.
Sorry, this is the end of the episode, so you don't get to talk to me at this point.
Oh my god. Okay.
Again, I will talk to you, Billy, next week, and I'll talk to everyone else next week. New episodes every Monday. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.